Okay, here it is. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is We Play Retro Achievements. I'm going to go for the full mastery. So the first thing we need to do is shooting range. And I need to... I think that update thing will only be in shooting range, because I don't think any of the other achievements really have that. Good to know I don't need to hold a combo for it though. So that's the 150 hit one. And I'm not using two controllers in this because I can't do the 1.0 NTSC glitch because I have to play on Power NTSC 1.1 for this. Doesn't really matter how I do here because we can only finish. We can't get the medal in this one. But I probably will get the 150 targets in this. Cool. Yo, so Goku, how's it going, Spence? We finally got We Play Retro Achievements to work, so we're doing that. It took me like 40 minutes. Alright, we didn't get the 150, but it's fine. We don't need it right now. We have to play again anyway. We have to play all the games to unlock all the medals, and then I need to go for medals. It's fine. Ignore I had on 574. You didn't see that. Alright, find me, finish. I was trying to test the game and it wasn't working. Oh. No, restart. I failed. I failed my all games run. My bad. I'm not used to doing all games. What can I say? All games is just a really difficult category. It's beyond what I can do in this game. Like, I don't know, it's too difficult. Alright, so here I need to get a point. Because otherwise, if you get 0, it won't make the game end. You have to get 1. You know, why am I in my Easter egg now? We are about to be in laser hockey. We're gonna be in laser hockey for 2 minutes. I can eat my chocolate then. Can you see why I don't practice on Emu though? Like, this is so shaky. How am I supposed to play like this? I wonder if it's better if I go closer. It's kinda not. It kinda is though. How is it better closer? Very odd. Alright, guess I'll move closer then. 16 points. Oh no. No score skip? SMH. I should have set up a score skip file just for this run. Even though that is not possible because I'm on a new save. Oh actually wait, no. I'm not gonna do nothing here because I need to get the achievement while I'm here. Because I need to play 2 games of this anyway, I might as well do Circle Paddle. Also, for some reason, this just looks unnecessarily bright on Emu, and I have no idea why. Listen, this strat is just OP. It just works. What can I say? Okay, apart from now, it works. Like, watch this. Like, it just kind of goes... It just kind of works. No. Okay, I kind of need a 6th, actually. You know what? I could kind of go for a Lays Hockey high score run. I should. Wait, I only need 5, don't I? 5x. 5x. That's all I need. We're chilling. Now I eat my chocolate. So, because we have to get a circle paddle, so we have to get a 5 points in circle paddle, win with circle paddle, platinum medal, which is 14, and we need 10 points without dropping a point. So, I'll do the circle paddle on the win now, and then the next one, when I can get the medal, I'll go for platinum and 10-0. But that means I don't have to... I have to play 2 games anyway. I have to do this bit anyway, so I might as well do this now. That's called good routing. Also, why is there just a laser hockey icon in the corner? Why is that there? We did it, Joe. Oh yeah, that's my first achievement. 7 minutes in. One that I expect some people might have some issues with, actually. But the strat where you launch it at the angle, it just works. 3 balls, come on. Get it out of the way. Unlucky. We have to play this again later. For platinum. It's fine. Bang! 7 break. Yo, phaser. I mean, I could get 3 balls out of the break shot. That's always an option. I wonder if it works if I also get a foul. That's what I'm wondering. Because, yeah, that would be useful to know. I should test that. That is a double. Unfortunately, that means there are no more... There are no 3 balls remaining. There are only 2. Go in. Go in. Oh, neither of them went in. Are you serious? Watch this, though. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. We win these. Okay. If it actually shoots the ball. Okay. You saw nothing. Listen. Listen. This is not good. I understand that. Also, the cursor is a lot more right than I'm expecting it, and that's probably because the sensor bar is on a slant. Okay. So, that's billiards done. Now, fishing. Technically, I could go for the achievement here, which is all fish, but I need platinum anyway, so I kind of don't do that. I kind of just lose here. It's optimal to just lose here, because you would think that having the extra chance at the mystery fish RNG is good, but it don't matter, because we found recently that the last... so the mystery fish spawn, this is a 100-second game of fishing. You catch a fish, it pauses the timer for 3 seconds-ish. Bit more for a bonus fish. If you dig into the RNG, There are 4 spawns for mystery fish. One at 10 seconds, one at 30, one at 50, and one at 80, I believe. It might be 90. No, one at 90, I think. So, the first 3, they're all 25% chance. The last one is 100% chance, but only if the king is no longer in the pond. Also, nice mystery bonus. So, the last one is guaranteed to appear if you caught the king within 10 seconds. If you caught the king in the pond within 10 seconds, it will always spawn that last one. So, if I'm quick enough on the king, then I know that I will definitely get a mystery fish in a game of fishing, which we never knew. We always thought it would be random. So, yeah, it's good to know that the last fish is skill-based. But anyway, what that means is I don't need to try on this one, because I'm just going to win on the next one. I scored 0 on the leaderboard. I did it. We did it, Reddit. And then charge. This will be interesting. Charge skip. Let's go. I just want to finish here, because we can't get medals here anyway, and there are no other achievements. Okay, that actually worked better than usual. Ooh, somehow I missed the fence? Okay. Okay, never mind. We're just back to normal. The game just doesn't work if you're sat down. So, apparently my drifts work when it's a completely unserious run that will not count towards any leaderboard. Interesting. Charge. I got 37. 37 on Emu. It's because I turned on my save state hacks. That's the reason why. Alright, and then believe it or not, we're gonna die. So Retro, yo Ursi, how's it going? Attempting leaderboard, tank, deathless. You know what? I'm good. I'm good, actually. I'm actually not gonna do that board. That is not an achievement, and therefore I do not see it. Alright, we did it. Big 1321. Okay, cool. So, 600. I need 150 hits, 7 cans, and 6 me's. Nothing too serious here. Just gonna breeze through. I ain't gonna do many speedrun strats. I don't speedrun with one controller anymore anyway. So this will be particularly cooked. This is the first time I've done one controller shooting range in a long time. It's so much easier 2P. For the tutorial, I'll show a clip of me using 2 controllers here. I do need to kind of play better here though, because I need 150 targets. And I'm not playing very well, actually. Oh my goodness, I'm actually, like, not playing well at all. 103, that'll do. I think we're good. It is kind of harder because the pointer doesn't seem to be as responsive. Oh, nice one. Ah, hang on. I need the cans. Here we go. I need all 7. Right, so you get an early hit on that one, because it will fall quite slowly. And that means you get this before the other one becomes a problem. Oh, that was a mistake. It's fine. Oh, that's a shame. I should be hitting these, actually. No, time loss in my speedrun that will never be on a leaderboard. Alright, we did it. 1 achievement. 696. Easy. Platinum's easy here. If you play fairly well in level 2, then you do quite well. We will go again, though. So I need to get the cans. But now, all I need to do is just speed through the rest. And then I can get the cans. And that's it. Then we've got our Find Me 99 run. So if you want to get to the cans quicker, you can just not hit these targets. There's technically a faster way, but I ain't gonna do that on emulator. It says like 2 seconds. You do want to hit these though, because they will be slow. Like the level only ends once you hit everything, so you get quicker attempts if you hit everything basically. But in the target cycles, you don't. You want to miss the targets that are in the the waves where 4 appear or 6 appear. You don't need them. Okay, now we lock it. I do have a strat for the can. Yeah, like this one is always on its own. There will never be a second can that spawns in during this one. The next one, you want to hit kind of early because there's a fixed timer before the next one spawns in. So that makes it way easier. Like you can just pop that before this one even becomes a problem. Ah, I did it again. Right, here we go. See, that was so much better. There we go, we did it. Right, so we can leave. Because I did everything else already. Okay, Find Me 99. Here we go. This is going to be insufferable. I have Me Plaza and Me Parade Me's. However, I've got... they all look the same. they all look the same. So... Oh my god, these loads are buttery smooth. Yeah, so they all have different hats and beanies. And they're pretty much like the default. With like 2 facial features changed. Because I was doing a test at some point in this game to see how Me Parade worked, like if it was better. And it quite clearly is. So I'm going to be carried by hitbox strat is what I'm saying. There is another achievement here, and it's to get 120 seconds. But for me, that is not going to be very relevant, because 120 seconds is quite easy. Like, if you get it in these early levels, you'll be fine. Classic level 8 RNG. But as you can see, the coloured hats are really good. And Find Me has a thing called the 80% rule, so you're going to be getting... like, most of these Miis are going to be from my Mii channel on every level. Eventually, the game will pull, like, random Miis into the mix. They're not all going to be from my Mii channel. But, like, this one's not my Mii. In fact, I think it's the right answer. Can't find it now. Wait, no, is it you? No, it's not you. Is it you? Oh my god, I'm stun locked. Who is it? It's not you. It is you. I tried doing that. Create from lookalike and giving them a hat. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably recommend that, actually. That's a good idea. I think part of this is just also playing on 16:9. I don't play on 16:9 in this. I know some people play on 16:9 in Find Me, but I don't. Is it you? No, it's you. The one different me. Yeah, you can play on 4.3 and Dolphin, but I wanted to do the tutorial in 16:9 because I feel like most people are going to be playing in 16:9. And I wanted to show that you can do it in 16:9 because I can show, like, I've got hours and hours of 4x3 gameplay I can use. If I need, but I don't for 16:9. Not any competent gameplay. I've got gameplay from like 2021 where I used to run on 4x3. I was on 16:9 even, but it did not take me long to switch. So I kind of need to use both, or to have both available for the tutorial. Obviously, it would be a lot faster and probably more bearable for me to play on 4x3, but this is fine. I still think this will take about 2.5 hours, barring a terrible, terrible loss in a game. Like if I fail Find Me 99, or if I fail anything in tanks. But hopefully we're chilling. That is definitely you. Interesting point, I've not made it to 120 seconds yet. It is not free. I say it should be easy, it should be. It doesn't mean it's free. But if I don't get it here, I can just really easily replay Find Me, like just the early levels to get it. You can get 120 seconds in the 20 levels, first 20 levels, quite easily. That is not you. Is it you? It is. That's me. Yeah, see, this is another thing. Hitbox strat is kind of nerfed on 16:9. I should mention this. If people really want to get this game done quicker, you switch to 4x3, honestly. Hitbox strat carries so hard when you notice it's a thing. $119, we're so close. Alright, we got it. Let's go. I also kind of want to note when the achievements unlock. which is why I've got the overlay and everything on. Because it will be useful to know. Do you think tanks on 16x9 is easier? This is a great question, because I have always wondered this, and I originally said that it's easier, but it's kind of not. Honestly, it's kind of not. 4x3 is easier in a lot of ways. Because if you're doing like rebounding bullets on walls and such to get them back quicker, you are going to have a better time on 4x3. I think 16x9 is great when you're first learning, but when you're actually playing the game and like trying to get 100 missions, yeah, I do feel like 4x3 is easier. 4x3 is less inviting when you're starting out, though. Like, that's just really difficult when you're starting out. It's not you, is it? Oh, no. It's not you. Is it you? It is. Oh, what a fumble. You get more space, that's true. Theon, what would you say? Because I'm interested to know what someone thinks who hasn't beaten Tanks 100, but has run a lot of tanks. Yeah, what do you think 16x9 is easier or 4x3? Oh, is this me? It's you. Because, like, I kind of want to know what someone thinks who has played a lot of tanks, but they're not actually beaten. I don't know if you've not beaten Tanks 100, but you've definitely not played as much of the late game. 16x9 is easier. Is that IRC? That's what a majority of my Tanks 100 attempts are on. Alright, fair enough. I think it really comes down to preference. There are cases for both. Depends how you play, in a lot of ways. Got on to mission 70 at most. Yeah. I think if you're starting out trying to figure out what to do on each mission, yeah, 16x9 is easier. But then 4x3 allows you to get... 4x3 allows you to get more setups on different tanks and stuff, but also the tanks get more setups on you, because you've got less space to work with. Casual 10-minute 50 levels. Four by 3 rewards an aggressive playstyle, or well, 16x9 is for the passive. Yeah, I totally agree. I think that's exactly right. 4x3 is better if you're trying to speedrun through it, but also you are setting yourself up to fail if you're going to do that on the first attempt. Because you all know how long it took me to beat Tanks 100. I did it on stream. It took me like months. I started in, what, November 2021 or something? And it was only when I did my first highest achievements run that I got my Tanks 100. That was the first time I beat it. I did practice runs and I could never do it. I just conceded that I would need to do it in the same run as the highest achievements run, otherwise I was never going to be able to do it. Put yellow beanie. Is it you? Thank God. You're weird, thank you for the good luck. Really need to just lock in on these dark levels and hope it goes well. Ooh. Wait, is it you? Might be you. Is you. Hitbox strat saving me. My proof for 16 by 9 being easier is I got Deathless Submission 32 while going through the achievement, and my best on 4x3 is like 12. That is another point, isn't it? Because there is a Deathless achievement, and I feel like that could be an important one for whether people switch over or not. How many is 20? So you get 11 after 5. You then get mission 6 has 4, so you're on 15. You have to defeat one tank in mission 8, don't you? Oh, you're going for deathless number of missions deathless. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, well that's a completely different beast. Oh, I just didn't know that top one was the right answer, but okay. Hitbox once again coming to my rescue. Nice. I will not be going for deathless. Maybe I should though. Now it's an actual leaderboard on retro achievements. Maybe I should go for it again. In theory, I feel like we should probably allow Emu for the deathless runs, because what difference does it make? I don't know. Then again, it is just a category extension. Like, if people care about submitting it, then I guess they'll run it on console. I don't know. Is that you? I think it's you. It is. But because it's not an actual speedrun category, the only worry is that people will, like, save state or something, but, like, people could do that with Emu runs anyway. No. So an important thing to note is that every escalator will only have a maximum of 1 correct me, never more. So if you have a level that has 3 lookalikes, you know one of them has to be correct on an escalator. So you check the one with the least, the one with the fewest me's, and like even on a level where there are 2 lookalikes, you want to do that because they all have an even chance of having a correct me on them. Lot of stuff like this in Find Me that really, really helps to know. The single frame of low difference between Emu and console is gonna matter, trust. I guess that's the only problem if we ever implemented it as the perfect runs are then instead speedrun times. Yo, Jimmy, how's it going? How's it going? Okay, lock him. Got some tough levels coming up. It's definitely you. No? It's you. The one me I didn't check on the right. Interesting. That is a red cap though. Okay, lock in. it? Oh my god, I actually don't know. Is it you? Oh my god. Why? Okay, 2 odd me's out should be fine. Terrible. Paid for the customs charge for the other copy of Carnival Games. Should be here Monday. It's so funny how cooked that game is. That game has like 20 seconds of load time differences in a 12-minute category. It's actually worse than We Play All Games. Thank God. I think there might have been a 6th blue cap there. If it's not 1.0, I need to wait till August. My God. Okay, these escalator levels are gonna be tough. There you go, thank you. €22 gamble. That's a lot to pay for Carnival Games. Then again, I do have 3 copies of We Play, so I respect it. Ascertain some differences between 2K and Global Star. Yeah, that would mainly just be interesting, to be honest. To see if there are any like major differences between those two. Because that could even be like board split material, which would be really funny for a game like Carnival Games. We have to split the boards between 2K and Global Star versions. Alright, there are a couple of escalator levels coming up, and they are very, very crowded escalator levels. So I'm not looking forward to them. That's you. I wouldn't think there would be much of a difference, but the fact that they changed who was on the box art, like the devs that were on the box art as the publishers, is, or whatever, it's very odd. It's you. Nice, good spots. Yeah, that is tricky, because we don't have Kieran. Alright, here we go. Just missing out on 20 minutes for this run. You know, I really should do another no extra me's. Find me 99, no extra me's. I should do it. Because now my emu doesn't lag to hell. So I could actually get a decent time. Done. We did it, Reddit. We did it. We did it. Okay. Table tennis. This will be kind of rough. I might honestly pause buffer if I don't get this first try. Because, I don't know. I don't want to be here all day. Cheating? No, not cheating. It's showing off totally legitimate strats. I don't know why the ball sounds so weird on this version as well. There's no bounce to it. No bounce noise. I think this probably has potential to be the hardest game, depending on someone's setup. Because, like, I'm using a dolphin bar, and I still kind of have issues with this game on EMU. Like, there's the tiniest bit of lag as well. It makes this game very, very difficult. If you've ever tried to play this through capture card delay, I barely managed to do silver medal. Back when I was doing very primitive silver medals runs. Anything beyond silver medal becomes virtually impossible. Specific version or it's EMU and I need to talk to Kieran about banning them because the difference is way too much to just have it allowed. Yeah, it's very awkward, isn't it? So here, we have to get gold first to unlock the full game. And then we can go for platinum. There it is. Done. Total fraud. Oh no, I'm going to end up on a cold jobs video. A fate worse than death. You know what? I'll give it 2 full attempts at this. Two failed attempts, and the third one will be a pause buffer. How about that? Deal? Deal? Alright, deal. I'll take your silence as a deal. Oh. No, I just said I'd pause buffer, and I'm being called a cheat. Oh, that's 1 attempt. I mean, I'm not going to read chat while I'm in table tennis. But I do appreciate it. Why is it now that the tiredness is hitting me? Okay, why now? Why is it now? Don't be now. Be tired in 2 minutes when I'm out of table tennis. Now, this might be placebo, but I'm certain, and I need to test this at some point, but I'm certain that the longer you stay at the front, like, it's not actually based on points of how fast the CPU is. It's just how long since the previous threshold of 50 points or something dictates it. Because whenever I sit really far back from 100 onwards, it actually feels harder. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. Just seems weird. Are you serious? Okay, so the pattern doesn't work. Fun. There should be a pattern at 186 to 200 where if you hold the paddle to the right of the ball, of the white line, it always goes left. I don't know if I wasn't to the right. But, yeah. Not the early GG. Thanks, Jimmy from the future. GG pre-typed. It's alright, I've been there. I just don't send it. It's right, we'll get on this one. You know what, we're not going to pause buffer. No, you're right. I would be cheating. We're not going to pause buffer. We're going to pause suffer. That's what we're going to do. We're going to suffer instead. No pause buffering. We're just going to struggle through. Stop. Stop. It did it again. Yeah, exactly. It's allowed in speedruns. I pause buffered in my Platts world record. I pause buffered once in 58:30. I lost time for it, but I didn't lose my run. Thanks for the GGs. Alright, so this, we need to do all levels. We also need 1200, but that's kind of free. So I can honestly just chill at the beginning here. Like, this really ain't that deep. The problem with Pose Me is that this is kind of a hard game when the inputs are not nearly as precise as a console. So I do see why people struggle with this one. And my idea is going to be hold on to all my lives until at least the last two levels. Like, I can afford to lose a life in the penultimate level, and I can afford to lose a life in the last level. That's 15 and 16. That should be fine. And obviously Pose Meaty doesn't save time here, because we need to beat all the levels anyway. So Same as Tanks 100, FPDs don't save time. Very simple stuff. $13.21. Yeah. That's right. That's because I did 5 points in laser hockey. And I restarted because I forgot to do that. Ah! Do not lose a life in level 3. Worst mistake of my life. So every level has 30 seconds on the clock. So you actually don't need to play very fast here. And you will see me do that in the later levels where I actually play slower. Because I don't need to play fast. The game gets harder as the game goes on, so if you play slower and force the game to spawn more bubbles on its own, you actually, in a way, on some levels, make the game easier. As long as you can keep up with it and keep a pace, rather than fall further behind by doing that, then it's a great idea. Obviously, you still need enough points for 1200, but that shouldn't be an issue. We should still get 1200. Because you want to get about 75 a level, but the perfect bonuses give you tons by the end. Yo, so what you do? How's it going? Good luck with the gymnastics. We finally got retro achievements to work. I did ping you. I meant to message back that I got it working. But, yes. It is now working. Extremely quiet, incorrect buzzer. I don't think I tank booed Ursa yet. That's right, get tank booed. Yeah, so rainbows pause the timer, and the game will kind of throw you a bone and give you an extra rainbow. That rainbow was not supposed to spawn. That rainbow spawned because the game noticed I was falling behind. There is a deathless leaderboard for tanks, yes. And I might start doing my runs on Emu as a result. Because I already got a mission 99 full completion on console. Maybe I just do the rest on retro achievements rather than on console. I don't know. Then again, I do feel like it's probably harder on Emu. No, start that again. I know it's harder on Emu because of the jitters of the controller and the pointer. It's so much more accurate on console. Like you can visibly see everywhere on the screen. My Mii is like teleporting around very slightly everywhere they go, which is not normal. I get that sometimes on console, but not with everything. And it makes this so much harder. Ah! Nice. Okay, we are well on pace for our 1200. We should not have a problem getting 1200. So this is a level with a pattern where it goes 2, 3, 9, 9. and the rest will be the same pose throughout. Don't... Oh... Or we start the pattern again. Really could have done without losing a life here. Plat's TAS, this is the level they reached 1200. I mean, we will never be close to a TAS in Pose Me. And I don't think I need to explain why. I know you know why, but yeah, that's wild. I'm honestly shocked it's not earlier. Because the TAS just has no limits here. Nice. See, this is what I mean. Play slower. You are not punished. The level is 30 seconds long. You are not punished. Take your time. Pace yourself. This is how you win Pose Me all levels. Consistently. You notice the game starts to speed up, you speed up with it. You don't let the game run how you play. You have to pace yourself. See? Suddenly, one of the harder levels in the entire game becomes easy. As a result. Easy, easy game. Because of that. You just have to keep it cool. Don't rush. And you will win. Let everything fall into place. See, like, you're suddenly not having to worry too much about where these bubbles are falling because you're able to know when they reach your me, they're going to be in the right orientation. And everything's fine. And see, I'm already on enough points because, like, just 2 more perfect bonuses is enough. So you really don't have to go too hard on the points at all. And look at this, like the game slows down massively here. And this all counts towards the time of the level. So that's our platinum. Now this is concerning. Because I know this can get tough. Good. So, stalling during the rainbow timer does not help because that does not count towards the time of the level. Okay, now this is brutal. You just have to lock in for this one. Because this is never easy. There you go. Very simple guide to winning at Pose Me. Very, very simple. very difficult if you don't stall. But suddenly, most levels, I mean, level 16 is just very, very hard. But most levels are fine if you just take your time. Remember, every level's 30 seconds long. You do not have to go wild. You do not have to do that. Okay, just win here, please. We need 10-0 and we need 14. We don't need 14-0. We just need 10-0. Also, I need to do a sharper angle. That's a restart. I'm too used to 4-3. I need a wider angle here. I wonder how long I can do this strat for on 16x9. I don't run 16x9, but I know it is easier. It's just I'm so used to 4x3. You have a lot more room to work with here. Because although you would just expect the game to be wider, and it is wider, the paddles also seem to be more zoomed out. Like, it's not just the screen is wider, it's also... It feels more zoomed out, and so you have a ton more space to work with. Don't do that. Good. No, for some reason on Emu it's just really glowy, and I have no idea why. Yeah, so there's your 10-0. But you want to be using these angles. Very simple. You know what, should we do a score run while we're here? I never do 16x9 score runs. Just look at this pace. Right, we don't need 14-0. This is obviously slower now, but it's like 3 seconds, who cares? Yeah, funny score run. If I score on PB on Emu, that's just really funny. Oh. I think I got an 18 on 4x3 recently. Because it was in a GDQ submission video. I was doing a score run in laser hockey because obviously it's boring as hell for a showcase if I don't do a score run here. I want to just do 3 points in bronze. I want to make it interesting. No. No. Okay, doable. Winnable. Oh, what a shot. $20 points. I don't think I've ever had 20. I might be wrong. But that might be my first 20. No, I've already done the circle paddles. I did the circle paddles in the All Games run. I thought out this planning, this routing. It's all up here. I already did I've done all the laser hockey achievements now. And there's our 3 break, there's our 3 break, there's our 3 break. You know, we might as well just reset till we get a 3 break, because I already need platinum anyway. Hear me out, circle paddle score run. You say that as a joke, but I am convinced that with the strat, like, you can do the sideways paddle thing in circle paddle. The side of the paddle is still there. You can very, very clearly see that the strat works the exact same way. It's just obviously very difficult to keep up with where it is because it's a circle and not flat. Sheep, we need a circle paddles task. I mean, we kind of don't. It is circle paddle at the end of the day. If someone could get circle paddle 14, that would be wild, actually. Someone should do that. Circle paddle 10 would already be very good for bingo runs. How are we taking this long to get a 3 break? Come on. Just put the balls in the holes. That's a 3. There we go. Alright, planning ahead. Never mind, it just does not hit the ball how I wanted it to hit the ball. I am gonna do this. Nowhere near. I'm gonna have to try and hit into the 6 and the number after 6. Whatever. We got the 3 balls at least. Well, that was a silly way to lose it. I can try and hit both here. Why not? I can hit the 1 into the 7 and it will go in. Or it just misses altogether. That too. That's going in the pocket. Why are we stuck on billiards? I've done this hundreds of times. What if I got 9 break on Emu? I think that would be really funny. Only hundreds? You've run this game for like 5 years now, come on. Alright. 5, I don't know, thousands. Maybe thousands. Not thousands of plats, though. I've not got platinum 1,000 times here. Are the super drift inputs too complex / strict to pause buffer it? Yes. Theon managed to do, like, a few. You're talking about charge, right? Run prediction? I don't normally do run predictions very often at all. Because it just encourages people to prey on my downfall. But, if you mean just how long do you think I'm gonna take, like 2.5 hours. Really depends on how quick I get out of billiards here and how long tanks takes. I'm expecting tanks 100 to be an hour. If that's an hour, then that's fine. Oh, that's a 4 break. I can't hit the 4 here though for anything good, so I might just foul. Take the L and get a foul. This is tough though, because the position from the 7 going into the 8 ball is not going to be good. So I really need to think about this, and unfortunately, I really can't do a lot with this. Yo, Ruard! Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. My raid alerts are very, very quiet right now, so I could not hear that much. Hope you're doing well. We are currently doing We Play Retro Achievements. I'm normally a We Play speedrunner. I'm planning on working on a tutorial for this game though, so I wanna see how this goes. We managed to get platinum, which could have taken 2 hours. It could have taken 2 minutes. So I'm alright with 6 minutes here. If a mod could shout Ruard, by the way, because I'm on my phone's Twitch chat right now, so I can't do that. I am doing pretty well though, thank you. Hope you had a good stream. So we need to catch one of every fish here. I'll be honest, we're just going to catch as many as we need. We're not going to minimize the fish count here. Who cares? Thanks for the shout out. Just playing some Tomodachi Life. Nice. A lot of people been enjoying that game. We'll catch pudgy fish. You need 2,600 here. We also need all fish. So I might as well catch all the fish. So these regular ones, these 4 regular ones, we need... Actually, we don't need small fry. We actually don't need small fry. I thought we did. We do not. All scoring fish. Important distinction. All scoring fish. So we now just need either get lucky and get a mystery fish, or we need to catch the king within 10 seconds, and that will also guarantee me a mystery fish. If I don't do that, then I've got 3 25% chances to get a mystery fish. We could get all 3, we could get none of them. We've already missed 2, I think. We're getting some very, very small fish here, though. The problem with that is they are not giving me many points. The max size touchy fish gives you 200. Mystery is guaranteed, yeah. Kiwi worked out there are 4 spawn points. There is a mystery at... there's a mystery spawn at 10, 30, 50... and 70 seconds. I might need to play it again here, though, if I don't hurry up. Please. Please be quick enough. That did not feel quick enough. There it is, there it is. Nice. So, basically, if you catch the king within 10 seconds... Queenie with the Prime as well. Thanks for the 28 months. Appreciate that. Enjoy the emotes and the ad free. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's our plat as
Queenie
well. First
25
try.
Mula.
There it is. Yo, is that a new emote? A new Queenie emote as well? Nice. Charge time. Yeah, so basically, there are 4 spawn points. 10 seconds in, 30 seconds in, 50 seconds in, and 90 seconds in. The king spawns at 80 seconds. And the whole game is 100 seconds long. So, what you do is, as long as the... so the first 3 spawns have a 25% chance each. The last one has a 100% chance, but because of the maximum special fish being 1, if the king is in the pond, you don't get the mystery fish. If the king has been caught within 10 seconds, you will always get that mystery fish. This was only found out a couple of months ago. It's actually not in Playpedia because I'm lazy and... no, I'm joking. The real answer is I'm too busy. But I do need to add it there because it's genuinely a really, really useful piece of information. Easy game. I really need to get 334 score skip file. That was free. I played so safe there. The fact my score skip save is still 333 is so funny. I probably do 335. Alright, now we are onto the bulk of the run, which is tanks. Gotta do 20 missions. None of my setups are going to work, though, which is interesting. Fine. And we have a handy counter in the corner for how many tanks I've killed without dying. As if there wasn't already a counter in the corner. Yeah, I probably could get 335. It would take me a little bit longer, but I probably could. So, I'm playing on 16:9, and this is the biggest difference. Normally, I would play on 4:3 in speedruns. I'm not doing that here to demonstrate that I can also play 16:9. There's nothing stopping you from changing if you are looking to do this mastery. If I'm honest, if I was playing this offline myself, I would probably do that as well. I will probably switch to 4x3 because it's easier. It's quicker. I'm used to it, and in my opinion, with the way I play, it is easier. But there is far too much about this game that I cannot teach in one go here. However, I am going to play quite safe at the start to show how to get 20 tanks deathless. So you want to go like perpendicular, especially against these teal tanks. Nice. Blocked it in with that one that went to the left. That's why I didn't go to the left, because it wanted to dodge. And it's also why I started moving left, because they also sometimes go in the opposite direction that you are. The problem on 16x9 as well is it also gives the tanks more opportunities to hit you. You got to watch out for your rebounding bullets as well there. I was going to sit down there at that point because I didn't want to get hit to my own bullets. So we did it. 20 tanks. That is all. That's all we needed. We're going to keep it going for the deathless run, though. Why not? Actually, no. I don't care for this one, because this one's the tanks gold. So, you might be wondering, why did I not do tanks 20 missions and table tennis 100 points in game 1? And there is an important answer to that. And the reason is, the full game in table tennis and tanks does not unlock for the score. It unlocks for the medal. And because you can't get medals at that point, you have to do it once you are able to get the gold medal. So I have to play table tennis in all games, then get the medals, then do tanks, then do table tennis gold, then do table tennis platinum. Same for tanks, because it's tied to the medal. Very important distinction. There's our tanks 10 achievement. Wouldn't it be really funny if I just first tried a deathless? Wouldn't that be so funny? I grinded it for years and I could never do it, and I failed on mission 100, and I just do it first try today. On a objectively worse version, on 16x9 no less. Could happen. It would be very funny. No, you don't. Please hit. Thank you. Nice. That's the sort of thing I mean. That corridor is so long, you have to call out where the teal is going to be. And that is not easy from a full distance. But from a full distance on a 16x9 map, that is awful. Oh, that hits, actually. That's really funny. Okay. I'm going to go the safe way, just to demonstrate it. So you do this, and you hit this, and you just spam. And you're in. See, this is the kind of mission that is nicer on 16x9. There is so much more space to work with, which is great. You do not have this much space. Like, Normally, you are really cramped on the left and right far sides on this map. Here, not as much. But important to note, I sprayed the bottom wall at the beginning because it doesn't always hit. Depends where the purple tank is going, but if it does hit, then you are making it. You're just there. Alright, so I'm going to show off this strat here, and then on the next one I'm going to show off the easier, safer Mission 16 strat, if I remember to. No, very careful there, you don't want to end up shooting a bullet back to yourself. Now this one's tricky. Just go for this, be safe. See, this is the kind of mission that I actually think is harder on 16x9. This is not nice on 16x9, because you cannot reach these as easily as they can reach you. And also impossible shot is literally impossible on here. Like, they can get in way earlier than you can on this layout, compared to on 4x3. 4x3, you get in so early. Potentially. You can't possibly get in early here, compared to them. Right, so same thing here. I'm going to show off this one, and then on the next play, I'm going to show a different strat. You do just want to make sure you don't make just a one block gap like I did at the beginning there, though. That was bad, and it almost cost me a life. So yeah, you just spray bullets, and then purple's got no chance. And if you don't hit, then you get your bullets back quicker. Same thing here. Very careful. Okay, this is not going to be easy now. So I'm putting a mine there to lure them all to go left. Because they've made some holes in the walls to get through. So I'm kind of trying to manipulate where they're going. So I don't have much control over that. But what I can do is do this, and they're now in panic mode, so they cannot shoot because their priority is getting away from me because they are within a certain range of a mine. And that's it. Cool. Death to 84, sub 10, pretty safe. Moving on. If I do this in under an hour, this will be sub 230, because all me actions is about 6 minutes. So, this one, I need to do Mission 4 stationary. And I think that's it. Mission 4 needs to be done stationary. So, without moving. And I think that's everything. Oh no, I've just bumped my sensor bar. Alright, so no moving here. So bang, 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 bang. And this is probably... No, this one is also easier on 4x3. Just make sure you save a bullet to defend yourself and you'll be chilling. Just always save a bullet. So now, the only achievement left is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Which is just 100. They're all obsolete except 100. So we just need to do 100. 100 missions, which is 540 tanks. That is all. Ah, I used all my bullets. See, that's the problem. That is exactly the problem. I used all my bullets down a long corridor, and I was not getting them back for at least a few seconds longer than usual. Usually, I would get those back quite quickly. There, I was waiting a long time. So there you go. So again, as long as you are perpendicular to where the teals are firing, you will not get hit. Because they are always fully accurate. They will always fire exactly where you expect them to fire. They will aim directly at your face. They will always shoot there. Apart from at the beginning of a mission when they see you, but their turret is not facing you because they haven't had time to turn around yet. So teals are, in a way, the easiest tank. They are scary when they're in groups. And they are very scary for speedruns because they run away. But in terms of defending against them on their own, very easy. They are very predictable. They sound intimidating because of the rocket bullets, but they're really not. But, like, this is a fairly safe tanks 10. Like, I can do this in 2 minutes 30 if I get very lucky and get world record. But I just did that in 4 minutes. So that was quite a lot safer. Obviously, I'm playing on 16:9, so that has to be factored in. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that is the problem with going this way. And we're going to see this layout later when the random layouts come up. And I will not be taking the shortcut. I will be going the long way, which is perfectly okay because of stuff like that. You can go the long way here. Do not feel you have to risk it here. Greys only have 1 bullet, so we can just chill. Be careful with that. And you are probably getting hit, but this is another reason why 16:9 is harder. That corridor that teal is in, only 4 blocks, I think, on 4x3. So you can guarantee a hit if you spray well enough. On 16:9, it's way longer, so you can't guarantee a hit. That was very, very close. But this is by no means a Deathless Tanks 100 guide. Deathless Tank 100 guide would be very funny coming from someone who does not have a Deathless Tanks 100. I have a 99 Deathless. And I carry that badge of shame with me every day. Maybe one day. Yeah, I'm kind of scared because mine's last 10 seconds. So I do have to be a bit careful here. Welcome back, GP. So here I'm going to show off the different route to doing this mission. Just going to try and pop that one. No, didn't work. Just remember, you've got to fire at the side here, not down. If you fire down, you're risking the bullet coming back down and hitting you. You obviously do not want that. So there are setups to do this mission. We're going to start with this one. Don't worry about the green. Can't hit us from there. And then the next one is this. And that's it. You do not have to do the mine there. I'm doing that because I'm speedrunner brained. And you can also do the mine further across here, just to restrict how many... Okay, you want to do it one more tile to the right to avoid hitting both walls. But if you hit both of the pink walls there, it gives the green more options to hit you, which you obviously don't want. Firing at the wall, remember if you fire at the wall, you're going to get your bullets back quicker. See, I didn't hit there. Those bullets were going to come back towards me had I not done that. And also, they would have taken an eternity to come back. So I would have been locked out of those bullets for all that time. Same thing here. I'm going to do the different strat as well here, though. Just to show it off. So, first I'm going to see if I can get this purple. No, didn't happen. Okay, so the setup is going to be slightly different now because the purple just moved the green tank to the side. But it's possible to hit the green just by standing here. And because we're on 16:9, it's actually more lenient in this case. There we go. I do remember purples have mines, so you do have to be a little careful. Gonna try and intercept it here. Yes. Oh, it got out. Wow, okay, fair enough. That is surprising. Remember, there's a mine here. You can't see it, but I did put one down. Just gotta be very careful in different places. Same thing here. This is what usually happens on Mission 17. The green will fire at you. Just remember, there are spots where the green cannot possibly hit you. So if you need a breather, just go to there. There are not many of them, in fairness, but there are some places on the map that do that. Just go back. Take stock. Go again. Nice. You can also do a mine strat here. I don't love it, but you can do this. Some people prefer that. I don't. But maybe I'm wrong. At the end of the day, you just want to do the setup that works best for you. And that is exactly why you can't be complacent on this mission. That green has so many angles that you would not expect. That said, you can hit it without doing the mine if you're uncomfortable with the mine. Now I'm going to try and scout out the area because I can't see any of the mines that potentially hit. I don't think there are any. But you can't be certain. Unless you listen tentatively to every... attentively, rather, to every sound effect. You can't know. Perpendicular. And a hit. Very simple. I'm gonna do no mines this time, just to show it off, because I did risk it with the mine last time. So I will do a mine here though, and that's just to manipulate the purple a little bit to know where it's gonna go. Might as well hit at this point. It's fine. And at this point, I have so much more stage control. Purple will guarantee go left because they don't shoot their own mines on purpose. They will sometimes do that, but only because they're trying to hit you. They won't try and hit their own mines. So once again, firing the wall. I'm going to fire in the open this time, but only because I'm going to run away after. Unfortunate that. Could have used that mine a little bit better. Just be very patient. Nice. And if you're directly on a wall, that's good too, because then you can't accidentally shoot a bullet directly at the wall and hit yourself. If you're within half a block of a wall, then you'll stop yourself from doing that. Nice. So at this point, you now get randomized missions. Some of them will be fully random. Some of them will be random layouts. So random layouts and random tank colors. Some of them will be the same layout but random tank colors, and some of them will be still fully fixed, the same as they were in the first 20 missions. And that depends on the mission number. So, for example, 25, same layout, different tanks, different tank colors. Mission 30, always the same. Something to note with the rebounds against pink tanks and purples. They do kind of overwhelm you. So if you're uncomfortable with that, just shoot directly at them. But I would say it is worth learning how to rebound shots into them, because it makes the game easier. Once you get used to it, it's so much nicer to do that. And yeah, once again, 16x9 just being very, very difficult. This would be such an easy corridor to take out a teal tank if it was 4x3. I'm gonna sit on this wall so that I guaranteed can't hit. Like if I shoot a bullet here, it's not gonna hit me. And you just have to get used to some setups here as well. Like you want to get familiar with different placements on different layouts that just work. So that should hit. Because you never know when you're going to get a different tank that comes up. There are quite literally over 1 million permutations of different layouts and tank color combinations once you get to mission 100. Missions in the 90s. Mission 100 is always the same, so that's one permutation. But missions in the 90s have 25 different layouts they can be, I think. And 8 different tanks that all can have a different tank color. They can't all be, like, they're not an even chance to be each color that you've seen up to that point, but the way the game works is it tries to balance it out a little bit. Like, you're gonna have a couple of strong ones, a couple of weak ones, and a couple of in-between ones. Sometimes you get unlucky and you get all the strongest ones possible off of each randomized tank. It really depends. Nice. Entering mission 91 with 8 black tanks. Yeah, thankfully that can't happen. They did think that one through. There are 2 spawns in the missions in the 90s that will either be a black or a white tank. So you cannot possibly not get either. And yeah, we have mentioned black tanks now. There are black tanks after, once you get to mission 50. Very tricky. We will deal with them soon. This is a very tough mission on 16x9, by the way. Very tough. And that's because there are no safe zones. You do not have that space at the bottom to work with. on the sides to work with at all. Green tank can hit you from here. Usually this is completely closed off, so you kind of have your own zone to work with. Not at all on this one. Very, very tough mission. I would say that is one of the ones that I would 100% say, no, not a shadow of a doubt, that is easier on 4x3 than 16x9. There's no way I can see anyone arguing that to be easier on 16x9. It's not. It is a brutal mission. It's a brutal mission on 4x3, but it's even harder on 16x9. So usually there's a setup to hit the tank that spawns in here. On 4x3, on 16x9, not really a thing. So just firing a couple of different directions. Ones where their tanks might go. It worked for the pink, did not for the teal. This is normal. They can do whatever they want to do. Sometimes they play ball, sometimes they don't. And you have to get in early, because if you let the tanks get to where they want to be, and you haven't killed any by like 5-10 seconds in, you are screwed. This game, like, as much as playing defense is great a lot of the time, sometimes the game will force you to speedrun it. And if you can't adapt to both, you're not gonna... You might win, but you're not gonna consistently win. So this top left one will always be a brown tank. That's because of a quirk of the randomization. For some reason they were nice on this mission and they just gave you a free brown tank. That is 35 deathless. That's not bad. I haven't done deathless in actually months. Probably close to a year. 40 is the first roadblock, though. Nice. Good. Being careful here, because white tanks can lay mines. Deathless, not a thing here. Yeah, this is a deathful stream. I will have to go down here because there is a brown tank there. The moment I get that brown tank, this is a safe zone where I have stage control. White tank could come down here. Yeah. So the reason that happened, and the reason that was likely to happen, is because there was a mine there. So the moment the white tank wants to go left, it's not going to go left. It's going to retarget. So what you want to do is you want to be ready for that. Like, it could have gone up there, but also, if it goes down, I need to be ready. Joins RA, mogs everyone in the deathless leaderboard, leaves and refuses to elaborate. Yeah. That's me. I hope. Okay, I'm not going to lay a mine there because there's a breakable wall. I don't want to do that to myself. That would be silly. I am going to do that here because it won't break the pink wall. And it will kind of force some movement to happen. How much is left in the run? Like 45 minutes. I'm playing really slowly. So, yeah, like 45 minutes. Yeah, very tough one here because of the 1v1 purple tank in the center. White tank coming to the center here. Very careful. Just try and pick them off. There is a chance that... Another one coming, by the way. Chance that they push into this green tank. And it lets me hit it for free. That's exactly what happened there. What's left to do? Tanks Platinum. Tanks 100. And all me actions. Which is a very goofy one. Because all you have to do is just tap the me's limbs. And body. And then wait 6 minutes for the me to wake up and fall asleep on its own. Okay, so the reason that was safe, that did not look safe, but the reason I stopped panicking is because the pink tank only gets 3 bullets. And because the pink tank fired down the corridor, none of them were going to hit me. Because they were all gone, and they were all going to take too long to come back. So I had a little tiny window where I could just go for it and not get hit. That said, that was very, very scary, and there wasn't much I could do about that because I left both the pink tank and purple tank alive for too long. That's the reason. What is the deathless record on Retro Achievements, by the way? I know, obviously, multiple people have done deathless 540 in the past, but I mainly mean Retro Achievements. I'm interested to know. I know it's kind of close to what I'm getting. 218, alright. That's like 50 missions, I think. Maybe just after, maybe just before. I don't know. Something like that. No, it might just be before, I think. Don't you dare! See, this is what I mean. Purple tank's so sporadic in where they fire. So sporadic. Like, I'm forced into a bad situation here because I just cannot hit them. There we go. Alright, suddenly we're in a good spot. This is what I mean when it's scary, because this is literally 2 purples. Later on, we're going to have 8 tanks to deal with. So this is what I like to call the Space Invaders layout. It looks like Space Invaders. And this is all very scary now, because for some reason they're all running in. All of them. Why? Stop. Leave. Go. Why are you there? I need to switch on a light in a minute. Too bad there's no Yar's Revenge layout. Wait a minute. Right, nice hits. So, yeah, the teal is going to fire at me there, but if I got behind the wall quicker, it actually wouldn't. Which is good, because you don't want them defending themselves. And they don't defend themselves. They could actually fire bullets at your bullets, technically speaking. But they don't. They only fire at you. Or when they're somewhat close to you. Nice. You're just going to keep doing that, aren't you? No, we're going to be patient. The funny thing is, pinks can't see player minds. So the pink could actually just walk into my mine. Okay, this is tough. Just Try and pick off some at the beginning. There's one. Big intake of breath for that one. I thought I was dead. Yep. Okay. Gonna go around, because I know there's a mine here. But there's no more, because there's only a teal up here, and they can't lay mines. Don't desync. Yo, it's Paige, how's it going? So those are black tanks. Not easy at all. No way are they easy. Very, very scary. Fastest tanks in the game. Most intelligent. They retarget a bunch. That's kind of their downfall. They retarget a bunch. Because they retarget so often. Whenever they realise they're in a situation where they could be in a better one, they retarget, and then they retarget again, and then they retarget again, and then they retarget again. And after all that time, you can just shoot them point blank. So ironically, they become the easiest. I'm gonna turn on my light. I'm gonna try. There we go. Oh, so we can just shoot the green instantly on this layout. Interesting. That is an advantage of 16 by 9. Because we cannot do that normally. I want to get that one now. That should not have been as scary as it was, and this is very scary. That is exactly why that can be awkward. Yellows lay up to 4 mines at a time, so they can become a real problem. Okay, good. Been doing some practice for UKSG, relaxing. That's good to hear. I guess I am doing practice for UKSG because I want to make a tutorial of the RetroAchievements set that just released for this game. And what better way to practice marathon safety than playing Deathless? Which I wasn't planned to be Deathless, but we've now got to mission 54 Deathless. So I guess we're just carrying it on Deathless. Oh, there it is. 240. 240. And that's why I really can't be asked to do Deathless anymore. I just find it so... I find it so draining. Because now I'd be back to the beginning. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to play the game. But yeah, that is Retro Achievements leaderboard deathless world record. I know that someone has had 540. Multiple people have had 540, which is a full completion of all 100. I've had a 532, which is a full completion of 99. Oh, whatever. But yeah, now I just need to beat Tanks 100, which is great because I have so many lives. I would not normally have this many lives in a run because I'm just going all out everywhere I can. But here, I did not do that because I was playing safe because I wanted to do deathless. After I realised I could actually play somewhat well. So now we are going to start speedrunning properly. Which admittedly is better practice for UKSG. Then again, UKSG practice is just the first 20 missions, because none of these are going to come up again. We do not have to have the randomized layouts. Mission 20 is always the same. First 20 missions, rather. Come on, there we go. Nice, good defense. This is actually this is going to be my second ever Tanks 100 16x9 completion. As a speedrun, at least. Might even just be in general, because I did not beat this before I got good, and when I got good was when I was playing on 4x3. So close to being able to hit that. So see what I mean by stun locked? Literally just stand still. Could you message Kyra about her form? I mean, I guess we could check. I don't know if you did already. Nice. So if you're looking to speedrun, couple of hits where you might hit there, a couple of bullets, might as well try. You stop for 6 frames per bullet, per time you shoot, so it's nothing, really, compared to having to chase around a tank the whole time. Stop dying now. I know we're not deathless, but I would like to win. Oh, okay, right. Yeah, I mean, if you send it to her, then I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything will be fine. And we probably would have got pinged anyway, if it wasn't done. Yeah, there are too many. Oh, wow, that didn't hit the ping. That was almost really bad. Rush the pink. You can hit this one. Yeah. And brown tank to finish. I'm just a worrywart. Yeah, I get it. But even if we did have to do the run on our own, it is a hell of a lot easier with it being an hour. Like, I'm sure we would be fine, worst case scenario. I'll be honest. Ah. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. What a shot. What a couple of shots they were. Wow. Yeah, exactly. You wanna have commentators if you can. You want to invite more people to share the fun. That is understandable. That is a mine there. And this is what I mean. You might not want to deal with that strat, but sometimes you might be forced to. That's why you gotta know the inferior setups, because you might be forced into a situation where you have to do that. Great example there. I did not want to have to do that. I knew I probably would have to. The only other option was to go to the top, left side of that mine, avoid it completely, and guaranteed hit. And if I did not hit, I was dead. If you're only going for mission 100, yeah, you've got 21 lives to lose. If you're going for Deathless, you need to know this stuff. I could poke, sell, and ask. Yeah, that's also an option. And you're just going to stay there. Nice. Now I'm playing faster, I think I can maybe do this in sub 230. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. I knew there was a mine there. I knew it. You can't trick me. Got a response, you're doing it now? Nice, alright. Be careful here. Good. Alright, cool. Very good strat there for 70. Sometimes the black tank will move the green into range of the mine. Importantly, worth noting, not in range of an auto detonation, but in range when the mine went off that it was in the blast zone. There are two different radii. First radius is the auto detonation zone, the smaller one, and the larger one is the blast zone. The blast zone was hit, the auto detonation was not, so I had to just wait for it to hit. But mine's last 10 seconds anyway, so it is all good. When am I ending stream today? Like 9, I think. I'll end at like 9. I'll do one new Soup DS run, so it'll probably be just after 9. Oh. Unfortunately, RetroAchievements took like half an hour to set up, so I'm not going to get as much Mario in as I was hoping. If any. But I can at least set it up during the last 5 minutes of this run, because it's all auto-scroller. The All Me Actions is all auto-scroller. Very, very silly achievement that was just added for the sake of adding another achievement, in my opinion, but yeah. It would be a fun and quirky one if you didn't have to sit there for 5 minutes. I expect this is because you want to stream at some point. Oh, don't do that. No. We're safe. If you're doing it now, cool. Well, not in tanks, log in. We're never safe in tanks. We're safe in tanks when it says mission complete. So, you get a lot more, when you just sit up against one of these walls, you get a lot more range of where you can hit than you think. You can hit in a ton of spots just from sitting on that wall. They got that before. Yeah, true. Yeah, but I want dinner. I spent this whole day sleeping. Oh, no. Yeah, eat dinner first, I would say. That's a good idea. Oh, we're just ignoring the fact I put a mine there, are we? Yeah, we are. We actually are. We're just ignoring my mines, because you don't care. Black tanks are too intelligent to bother about my mines. Who cares, actually? I know it won't hit me. Maybe they have different mine targeting. Like, they see my mines, but they don't care about them. They just walk into them anyway. RA rules say sets must cover everything in a game. Okay. I mean... they have to, though. Like, I get it. I mean, I'm glad, if that's a rule, I'm glad they didn't make a Table Tennis 999 one then. Because that would have been horrific. Mix of horrendous and horrific. Horrific. Oh! Billiards for VIP/gift. We got 6-7. Alright. Fine, I'll do a 6-7 after this. Apparently we're doing it on Emu, because I am not on console. So if I get a good break, too bad. We can't do a speedrun, because it won't be valid. So I better not get a good break then. I'm so disappointed. I'll be disappointed if it wins. No, I'm joking. I just know that 6-7 is not the best combo. The best combos are not meme numbers. 6-7 is slightly better than 69 though. In this context of the billiards prediction. Don't. That's a corner bounce. That's just mean. That's uncalled for. So a corner bounce is where a bullet hits a corner, and so it counts as a hit, but it doesn't change trajectory. It doesn't then rebound into the opposite direction. Very, very difficult to deal with. Can really throw you off. Oh, I could easily hit that yellow. I didn't notice quick enough. And yeah, as you can see, yellow tanks putting down as many mines as they can, breaking all the walls. It's very intentional game design. Cool. 69 or 420, but alas, I do not have enough fishies. 8 break now. hey, if I get it, I'll be happy. And it would be going in the We Play progression. Just because it's on Emu doesn't mean it didn't happen. But I would like it to be on console. You know what? I'd like it to be a UKSG. Because I would jump out my chair for a 7. For a 7 at UKSG, what I would give to get a 7 break at UKSG, unbelievable that would be. I would pop off so hard for that. The first ever marathon run in person for We Play and we get a 7 break, I wouldn't know what to say. Good luck, bro. TS crazy. Yeah. Yeah, we're just flexing by getting what was it, like 55 missions deathless and all achievements, all retro achievements in 2.5 hours. The funniest thing is it ends with the dumbest segment. It ends with all me actions, which is gonna be an excuse for me to set up to do New Super Mario Bros. DS after. The weird thing is that it ends with hitting all arms, all legs, your body, your torso, and unfortunately, they didn't forget about the one where you let the Mii sleep and wake up on its own uninterrupted. Because if it wasn't including that, it would be 5 seconds and it would be fine. Instead, it's 6 minutes. They did not need to add this. But they did. This could have been so much better. Oh, okay, I forced the black tank out. Alright. Interesting. There was part of me where I thought I could actually get Deathless 100 here. RA being terrible as always. It is a dumb rule. I'm gonna say it. It's a dumb rule. Like, you don't need to have absolutely everything. And I am glad that they didn't add Table Tennis 999. I will say that. They at least had some standards. They added all me actions. They did not add Table Tennis 999. And for that, I am very grateful. And I think everyone else is as well. Because all it will be is pause buffering. I ain't doing that with no pause buffering. Can we please stop trying to shoot me in the face? Ori is very cool. It's just that it's also a bit of a silly rule to make sure that people include everything in a game. Because sometimes there is going to be some dumb stuff in there. Case in point, all me actions. Case in point, Table Tennis 999. If we're really sticking with that rule, Table Tennis 999 should be in here. And I speak for everyone when I say Table Tennis 999 should absolutely not be in here. It's bad enough having 10 achievements for every increment of 10 missions in tanks. See, these are what the categories should have been. Why did we have 5, 10, 20, 50, 100? That's dumb. We should have had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I think it's a rule that helps to generally make sure that people that are in charge of, you know, making some achievement sets will include stuff that makes sense. Like, it's a good blanket rule, but there's the odd occasion where it isn't going to make sense. Okay, why are you shooting a bullet? I'm not there. Okay, understandable. I was there. Yeah, there are some things in here that, like, Tank's Deathless having a leaderboard is not great because it makes people really want to go for Tank's Deathless. And, like, I've been playing this game for so long, and I finished at 99, and I have not tried since. Not seriously. because it's so difficult. But the leaderboard being there makes you want to go for it. And like, there's always the element of just don't, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. But some people might want to. I don't know. But I would not argue that Tank's deathless. Like, people have asked me over the years. Someone asked me at some point what I would consider to be 100% in this game. And it's a good question, because there are 3 candidates. You have Platinum Medals, obvious candidate, because the main thing you do in this game is you go for medals. You then have Highest Achievements, which is... No, there are 4 options. You then have Highest Achievements, which is going for everything the game recognizes as its own unique thing. So, like, Table Tennis 999, Tanks 100, Pose Me All Levels, Charge Perfect, Find Me 99, Pose Me All Levels, there are 5 of them. Charge Perfect, Tanks 100. I missed one. Whatever. It's not like I've run it 4 times. And Platinum Medals. Or you have Medal Marathon, which does not do those kind of arbitrary, admittedly, kind of arbitrary things. And instead, it goes for all bronze, all silver, all gold, all platinum. Or you have all achievements, which both combines highest achievements and Medal Marathon. I mean, I came to the conclusion that it's either platinum medals or it's all achievements, because platinum medals make sense. All achievements is kind of arbitrary, but I don't know, Medal Marathon kind of not, because the game doesn't then recognize you have those bronze, silvers, and golds once you've done them once you've done the platinum. Nice hit, good defense. Oh, yellow's breaking out, okay. Find Me 99, Table Tennis 999, Charge Perfect, Tanks 100, Pose Me. Yeah. That's the one. There you go. I remember. Thanks to Juke. I'm sure I kept missing one off, or calling the same one out 2 times, or something. Oh, I broke the walls. No! Oh, nice. That was where the white tank was. Okay. I do like how the end of this run has been a bit of a breeze because of how long I went deathless for. Because I did not want a game over in here. Good hit. That's what I mean. You can just fire in the gaps and get so many hits for it, and you can easily run away. The gaps are really scary, but they are also kind of really useful. Nice hit. Why did I go for the brown first? That was bad. That's why. I almost got hit. Maybe I was onto something. Does that hit? Did that get moved into the... No. Yes. I think it got moved somewhat, but not enough to get hit. Okay, we'll do you. No. That was all terrible. And I hit myself with my own bullet. I think that was my own. Only 9 lives lost so far. Not bad. Oh no! How did I get away with that? How did I hit everything else? I was trying to go for the pink and I ended up hitting everything. No. SRC server decided that the image I want to upload for the board shan't. Is there a reason? File format or something? That's odd. No? Or is it just SRC having SRC issues? Just server error? Oh, okay. Guess you can just bank that for later. Oh no, no. Alright, I have come to the conclusion 16 by 9 is easier. There are instances and a couple of missions in particular that are easier on 4x3, but this has been a breeze. And I would recommend a beginner to play this for a mastery on 16 by 9. Maybe switch to 4x3 if you're struggling. Try it out, see if you prefer it. I do prefer 4x3, but I have to admit, there are a couple of missions in here that are easier. There are missions on 4x3 that are easier, but they have other setups that you can work with. So many times now, Black Tank's just going past the bullet I'm firing. It's a good shot, but it's not what I want to see. I want to see good shots from myself. There we go. And 100. One, two. Oh my goodness, could we not, please? Could we not? Can I do anything? Anything useful? Anything. Anything useful, please. Thank you. Just over an hour. So, that is everything important done. And now, I have to do head, torso, left arm, right leg, left leg. I'm going for a break. I'm gonna set up for DS. New Super Mario Bros. DS. That's like a 230 something. It's not valid in case this ever becomes a real thing. It shouldn't. But in case this ever becomes a real thing, I had to test it was gonna work properly because shooting range, I technically already played a game there. So yeah, I technically could have skipped it and went to find the. I didn't, but yeah. I don't think this should be a thing though. It's not. It's not unique enough. Maybe if people want it, maybe. But I don't know. I think it's... I think if we do have it, it's like miscellaneous category extension kind of thing. I don't think we should though. And if we do, then I should run it again on 4x3. But I do want to make a tutorial for this, because I think it'll be useful for people. And actually, if I do it again, I need to make my Miis more unique, because look at the background. They're all the same Mii, but with the different color caps. That's so difficult. I guess the other thing is, because this is on EMU, technically. This isn't on console. So we're just opening up a can of worms if we allow this on the leaderboard. Thanks for the GGs though. Thanks Droopy, Seagull, Ursi, Cindy, Rubix. Yeah, I'll be back very soon. We're going to do New Super Mario Bros. DS. That is all. So, yeah, once my Mii goes to sleep and wakes up, that's the end of it. So I'll be back. You cheeky chunk. You missed it. No, you're here just in time. You're here just in time. Has my me gone to sleep yet? It's been 6 minutes. Bro. Oh, I did it. Hooray! I missed it. Nice. Cool. We got the sub. Actually, that's very similar to Medal Marathon. That's really funny. What is Medal Marathon world record? I think it's like 10 minutes faster than this. 2:16:17. Very funny that this is very comparable in time. Can you tell me a bit about how it went? Pretty good. Yeah, I did some clever routing at the beginning that I was happy with, because I did Laser Hockey 5X, Circle Paddle, and Win with Circle Paddle in the All Games segment, because I did it from a new file. So I needed to finish I need to finish all the games, but that one made sense to do there. The rest I can kind of just do in the Platinum Medals segment. But the Circle Paddle requires me to do an extra game. I would also have done Table Tennis 100 and Tanks 84 to get to unlock the full game, but the problem is the full game is tied to the medal unlocks, so you can't do that. You have to play Table Tennis to unlock Pose Me and Tanks to unlock medals before you then get the gold medal in those games and then the platinum medal. So I couldn't skip those. So I was quite happy with that. Find Me 99 was really slow because I'm playing with Miis that are not unique. They have the different caps and the different beanies. That's all. So those are not good. Like, that took me 20 minutes and it should not take me 20 minutes. Table tennis, I failed platinum 2 times. That was about it. Yeah. Tanks, I got like Deathless 55 missions. I wasn't planning on going Deathless, but I kind of was doing that as well. So, retro achievements. I have got them all in 2.5 hours. That's how you do it.